Lending Club offers two tiers of interest rates, and they both have different requirements that you need to know. Very, very important, because a lot of people contact me and they tell me, or they're writing my comments in my YouTube video saying, oh, this bank took forever to make my money available. They locked me out and they're a terrible organization. But all you need to know is this. Even with the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates nowadays, high-yield savings accounts are still a great idea to park your emergency fund, to save for a big purchase. And in this video, we're going to go over one of the biggest hitters out there, that is Lending Club. It's got one of the highest APYs out there. However, there are some things that you need to know in order to make the best decision for yourself and maximize your money and build your wealth. So as perspective, I've been using high-yield savings accounts for the last couple of years after my wife and I finished paying off $250,000. And if you need help paying off your debt, please check the link in the description. I've been using high-yield savings accounts for my emergency fund, for a car, a house. Recently, my wife and I just cash flowed a car. We were able to pay it off cash. We're extremely grateful for it. And one of the reasons we've been able to do this is because of all the interest and money that we've been getting from our high-yield savings account. And I want the best for you. I want that for you as well, so you can reach your goals faster. So to put things in perspective and give you a general overview on what happens here with Lending Club is a peer-to-peer lending. That's the bread and butter of this organization. And certainly when it first got started, I used to use Lending Club back in 2010, 2011. I don't know why I got started with Lending Club. I was broke during the time, but in my mind, I was thinking, I'm going to invest some of my money and I'm going to start lending money to people, even though I had $3 in my bank account, which was absolutely outrageous. But hey, I got to experience what Lending Club was like, and I can give you a few tips if you are interested in the peer-to-peer lending. But today we're going to be focusing on the high-yield savings portion, which is another great product that Lending Club offers. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and let's talk about the interest rate, because hey, Lending Club offers two tiers of interest rates, and they both have different requirements that you need to know. For example, when it comes to the highest APY available they have, it is their Level Up savings account, high-yield savings account, which offers a whopping 5.3%. And that is even after the Federal Reserve reduced interest rates, which is very important here to keep in mind. But you have to deposit $250 per month. We're going to go over this a little deeper here in a second. But if you miss a month or for some reason, then you cannot make your $250 deposit every month, you do get bumped down to a 4.8% APY, which quite honestly, it's still very high with respect to all the other accounts that are out there when it comes to online bank competitors, reputable bank competitors. So it's still not too bad in my personal opinion. Now, when it comes to minimum opening deposit, it's zero. Minimum balance requirement to keep this account is zero. The requirement comes with a deposit that you must make on a monthly basis. And let's go a little deeper into that. Here's the way it works in case you're wondering how this works, because I understand it can be a little confusing. And quite honestly, hey, it took me a little bit to understand this process. So the way it works is like this. This is the way I interpret this situation. Now, let's say that you open your account in September. By December, you will need to make a $250 deposit into your account so that you keep the Level Up, the highest APY. If you don't make the $250 deposit within those first 3 months or during the evaluation cycle, then they're going to bump you down to 4.8%. But it seems to me, it's not like you have to make $250 deposit every single month from the day you start your savings account. By the third month, you have to start making those $250 distributions so that you can keep the highest APY available. And the reason they do this is so that they give you some time to set up direct deposit, or maybe you want to do some things with your finances. And hey, by the way, automate your savings. So I hope that helps. Now, when it comes to monthly maintenance fees, there's zero monthly maintenance fees. Now, a really cool thing that this account offers is the ATM access, which, hey, they do give you a free ATM card available, which is upon request. And quite honestly, this is a little bit different from most other banks out there, which do not provide you an ATM card with the high yield savings portion. So definitely, this is something to keep in mind and as an advantage. Now, they do also offer ATM fee reimbursement. So all ATM fees I reimburse on a monthly basis. So actually, that's a really good thing for a bank to offer. They do have a daily ATM withdrawal limit of about $2,000 depending by your account and the status. And we're actually going to go over this here in a second. And in case you need to take money out of your high yield savings, maybe you want to go to the casino, or maybe you need cash, wink, wink, or maybe you go to the club, whatever it is that you do it, you need your cash for something, then you do get a threshold and limit on how much you can withdraw on a monthly basis. Quite honestly, I also see this as a feature because that way somebody can just go to the ATM and just withdraw $10,000, $20,000 out of the ATM because, hey, that would be very, very dangerous. So also they don't have any withdrawal restrictions. That is, they don't have a limit on how many withdrawals you can make per month, which it's a great perk. So as you can see here, this is a free ATM card that they offer. And I wanted to show you this so that you are aware that this is an option with this type of account. When it comes to access, you do get access through a mobile app through your phone, which is the thing that I'm recording my video with right now. And then you also, of course, get your access through online banking. Now, when it comes to FDIC insurance, very, very important whenever we are looking at an organization where to park our money, then you do get up to $250,000 per depositor. And if you have a joint account, if you have two owners, then you would get $500,000. You're going to each person would get $250K. There are other ways to increase your FDIC insurance even more to $1.25 million. And this is when you start adding beneficiaries and you start making your planning, your financial planning a little bit more complex. But of course, it is safer for you and your family because it not only does it help keep your family covered, but it also increases your insurance that much more. If you want to learn more about this, by the way, you can ask me a question and then I can give you my take on certain questions that you may have regarding personal finance, getting out of debt, saving, or setting up your financial planning for the future based on my experience and what I've done and all the research that I do here for you guys to help you save time and to help you maximize your money. Okay, if you are somebody that is wondering, hey, Alex, man, like does Lending Club offer physical branches? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, this is an online organization. However, there are other options out there like Capital One 360, which offers a high yield savings account, though they don't have a super high APY as Lending Club does here in this situation. Now, the interest compounding is monthly. Also, when it comes to internal and external transfers, it's completely free. You can do so through your mobile banking, ATM, and when it comes to customer support, they offer online chat, phone, email, and some of these special features that this organization offers, the way I see it, is the checking account, of course, which has got its own features and own characteristics. It's the peer-to-peer lending, which is the bread and butter, and it's got other financial dashboard for budgeting and debt planning if you are somebody who is interested in this type of organization. It's kind of funny here that they give you integrated financial dashboard for budgeting and debt planning because they help people get in debt. You know, they don't help people get out of debt. They help people get in debt. Like they are mainly a peer-to-peer lending organization. They connect borrowers with investors / lenders, and then they tell you, by the way, if you need to get out of debt, then I can help you get out of debt type thing. So it's a crazy business model, if you ask me. So speaking of that, branding and reviews. So branding, it started back in 2007. If you want to know a little bit more about its history, again, it's mainly peer-to-peer lending. They just happen to offer a high yield savings account option, which I think it just helps bring people into the organization and make them aware of them. And it also connects borrowers with investors. That's essentially what peer-to-peer lending is. And NerdWallet and Bankrate both give it a 4.5 out of 5 when it comes to savings. And the customer service is generally okay. Like it's like any other organization out there that's got satisfied customers, dissatisfied customers. And at the end of the day, of course, it depends on exactly what you're looking for. So you can decide whether or not the reviews and what people are saying about this organization are relevant to what you are looking for. So these are the screenshots of what Lending Club it's rated as for. NerdWallet on the left and banking and Bankrate on the right. So now I want to walk you very quickly through a few frequently asked questions that I get. And one of them is, hey, how long would high yield savings accounts rates stay this high? Honestly, I think most of them are going to start going down soon. And it's only a matter of time until high yield savings accounts turn into medium yield accounts. And the reason for that is because the Federal Reserve's already started decreasing the interest rates, decreased the interest rates by 0.5, I believe, last I checked, only a few days ago. So that's been having, of course, rippling effects on all the economy. And hey, as long as the Fed maintains a relatively high interest rate, then our savings accounts will have a high interest rate. And I think it's still a great time to take advantage of this feature, this financial tool. Now, you might be wondering as well, hey, how can I add a beneficiary if you are somebody that is already planning your finances? Maybe you have kids, you have families, or maybe you want to add other family members to your account. I think it's very easy to just add a beneficiary through online banking. You can request to add a beneficiary by simply logging into your online banking and select the account that you would like to add a beneficiary to. So it's very simple, very straightforward. If you have any questions, I suggest you call customer service. Now, here's something that you need to know because you might be thrown out of whack if you deposit and your money takes a long time to get to this destination. So you might be wondering, hey, when can I use my money after opening an account? The question on the website is, when will my funds be available to use after I open my savings account? Very, very important, because a lot of people contact me and they tell me, or they're writing my comments in my YouTube video saying, oh, this bank took forever to make my money available. They locked me out and they're a terrible organization. And I am not here speaking on behalf of any bank or financial organization. I am simply sharing the facts and the experience that I've had with some of these organizations. Actually, Lending Club is one of them. I used to be a customer. But all you need to know is this. Your initial deposit for opening your account will be held for 5 days in order to validate your account. They say for the first 30 days, they're not saying that they're going to hold you money for 30 days. They're saying for the first month, your deposit will be made available to you after 5 business days. So this means that generally speaking, they take about 1 to 3 business days. That's what most banks out there take to make your deposits available to you. It's between 1 to 3 business days. After 3 business days, it's a little long. But hey, 5 business days is still not too bad. This is what they say, but the way I process this is I think they're also trying to just help you stay or make you stay in the organization. And after 5 days, maybe you are less likely to just go away and find another organization. And so that's the way I see it anyways. But hey, that's what they say, and we just have to believe them and go with what they say, because otherwise, if you don't believe them, if you don't trust them, then why are you banking with them? So let's look at the pros and cons and put things in perspective here. When it comes to the pros, of course, they do have the higher APY of up to 5.3%. It also has a lower tier available. There's no minimum deposit and monthly fees. It is FDIC insured. It is also a bank. It's not a fintech. It's a bank. It's got also peer-to-peer lending in case you are interested in those features. And it's got, generally speaking, good customer reviews. When it comes to the cons, depending on how you look at this, it's got no locations. It's fully online. And you must make a deposit of $250 every month to get the high APY. And hey, this could be a pro in your situation because it helps you or it makes you save on a monthly basis. So it's forcing you to save $250 on a monthly basis if you want to look at it that way. So is Lending Club for you? It's a good option for you if you feel comfortable with online banks, if you want a high interest rate of up to 5.3%. Also, of course, because it's got FDIC insurance. And then if you are interested more in lending or borrowing, then Lending Club could help you be a hub where you keep all your finances and that type of stuff in one place. However, it's not for everyone. And it may not be for you if you want a bank or physical locations. Some people prefer this, even if it means having a lower interest rate. Also, if you're looking for a cash bonus and you don't want to be part of the peer-to-peer lending ethics, which I completely understand some people don't want to. And also, if you want an organization with a little bit more history, maybe you want another brand to associate yourself with. Let me know in the comments, is Lending Club for you? If you want more options, check the links in the description. Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe to the channel.